Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Peace Force. Today's mission is as follows. Scott McCloud, aka Space Angel, and the crew of the Starduster are forced to fight to the death for the amusement of an alien emperor. Stand by for action as Space Angel faces the Gladiators.
Blast off for another exciting adventure in outer space with Scott McCloud, Space Angel, in the story of the Gladiators.
Evening Star calling Starduster. Starduster, come in, please. Scott, if you can hear me, please come in.
This is Starduster. What's the excitement, Professor? Over.
You know that asteroid crystal discovered in Vector 5?
Yeah, what about it?
Scott, get this. That little gem contains over 80% beryllium.
What's the mass, Professor?
It's 1/2 of Earth's moon.
Holy cats, what a find.
It's important that we get to the asteroid before an outsider discovers this information. It's up to you, Scott.
We're on our way, Professor. Out here.
I feel like a lucky prospector.
Oh, we've got company.
What is it, Taurus?
Another ship headed toward our asteroid.
Looks like we have a race. Hang on. Doris, turn on the forward view scope.
Aye, Skipper.
I don't recognize the ship.
It's not from our solar system.
Athenians. No question about it.
Think we can beat them?
We'll sure try. Stand by for landing.
Aye, Skipper. Reading, Crystal.
0.4 gravity.
Stand by. Firing retro rockets. Follow me, gang. Steady now. The hatch is opening.
Look, Scott. There's the Athenian.
Creatures from Earth, you are helpless. We have a protective beam surrounding you and your ship.
But why? We were here first. The intergalaxy law determines that this is our asteroid by right of first touchdown.
Laws. Athenians have their own laws. And by the right of possession, this asteroid is ours.
This matter must be arbitrated before the Interplanetary Space Council.
We will settle this before the Athenian Space Advisors. They will know what to do.
A force ray.
I can't move.
Fools! To think you can outwit an Athenian. The girl must come with me. Leave the lass alone, you monkey.
If I could move,
I could reach my disintegrator.
Why are you taking the girl? She can't help you.
To make sure you follow us to Anthenia.
Skipper, we can't leave Crystal.
I know. They've got the upper hand at the moment. Good. He's turned off the force ray. We'll have to follow them, Taurus.
Aye, Skipper. And if they harm that lass, they'll be sorry they ever saw this day. Should we notify the Space Council?
Not while they have Crystal. No, we'll have to play by their rules for now.
Well, it won't be long now. There's our destination.
Taurus. This isn't going to be easy.
Careful, Skipper. You're only allowed one mistake. Phew. We made it, Skipper. I'm sure glad that's over.
Me too. That belt of asteroids is what makes the Athenians so arrogant. It's the finest defense barrier in this galaxy.
Aye, Skipper. And there's their main planet, straight ahead.
Stand by for landing. We're entering atmosphere. Intergalaxy law, the first ship to touch down on an asteroid may claim it.
Here, we make the law, and there's but one way to settle the dispute. War.
War! War!
What kind of war?
You will meet our gladiators in our fighting machines.
Well, now, we always enjoy a good fight.
You will have a good fight, Earthling, against our champions.
You will have the privilege of fighting 3 wars.
If you win 2 of the 3, the beryllium asteroid is yours.
And if we lose?
To lose is to die.
This meeting is adjourned to the arena. The first war will be fought with cannon mobiles.
I presume I'll have time to practice the operation of this toy.
You will get plenty of practice when the war begins.
Real sports, these Athenians.
You will find Zarko, your opponent, to be a wonderful teacher.
He has won 100 such wars. And now, you will mount your machine.
The first war is to be fought until one of you is unable to continue.
Scott, be careful.
Keep your guard up, Skipper.
The Gladiators will take their place on the battle lines at either end of the arena.
Let the war begin.
Good afternoon, fellow citizens. In the blue chariot is Zokar, champion of Anthenia, victorious in over 100 wars. Zokar, representative of the greatest culture in the universe, the supreme planet Anthenia. Now entering the arena, the red chariot carrying the Earthling Scott McCloud. This will indeed be a glorious day for Anthenia. Once again, we shall prove the superior might of our planet through the efforts of Zokar. Zokar maneuvers into position. He prepares his battle attack. There goes Zokar! Obviously warming up his cannon citizens. No cause for alarm. I've seen him do this 100 times. Again, Zokar maneuvers for position. The Earthling obviously has weak eyes. Watch the Earthling, Zokar. He appears tricky. Observe, citizens of Anthenia, the Earthling's puny efforts at battle.
Krista, do you think you can make it to the Starduster without being seen?
I can try.
Then get going. Call the Space Council and see if we can get some help out here.
Right, Taurus. See you later.
Zokar is playing Catonic and Dingo with him. Stop playing with the poor Earth creature, Zokar. You're beginning to frighten him. Put him out of his misery. Zokar fires. The Earthling is hit.
Stay with him, Skipper.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
The red chariot carrying the Earthling Scott McCloud. This will indeed be a glorious day for Anthenia. Once again, we shall prove the superior might of our planet through the efforts of Zokar. Zokar maneuvers into position. He prepares his battle attack. There goes Zokar! Obviously warming up his cannon citizens. No cause for alarm. I've seen him do this 100 times. Again, Zokar maneuvers for position. The Earthling obviously has weak eyes. Watch the Earthling, Zokar. He appears tricky. Observe, citizens of Anthenia, the Earthling's puny efforts at battle.
Krista, do you think you can make it to the Starduster without being seen?
I can try.
Then get going. Call the Space Council and see if we can get some help out here.
Right, Taurus. See you later.
Zokar is playing Catonic and Dingo with him. Stop playing with the poor Earth creature, Zokar. You're beginning to frighten him. Put him out of his misery. Zokar fires. The Earthling is hit.
Stay with him, Skipper.
Well, Earthling, what can we do for you? Zokar has scored the first blow. That's it. Run, Earthling. After him, Zokar. Catch the miserable insect and crush him.
No guns.
Already he has lost his weapons.
We haven't lost yet. You watch.
Merely a question of time.
Oh!
Sorry, Taurus, I didn't make it.
Where did you find her? She was attempting to communicate with her galaxy.
Good work, Kolzar. Keep them both under guard.
Now pay close attention. Our glorious champion now closes for the kill. Now Zokar. Now for Infinia. Now for victory.
Merciful heavens!
Get up, lad. Get up.
Scott. Oh, Scott.
Our gladiator is still standing. It would appear that we have been victorious in the first war.
Is he...
Just unconscious, Chris. I'll take him. Since you are unable to continue the war, I hereby claim victory and the beryllium asteroid for Antinia and her planets.
Hold on now. Who says we're unable to continue?
But look at your man. He is unconscious.
I challenge for the right to fight the next war.
You? Very well. So shall it be.
Prepare the next two gladiators for combat.
If I may make a suggestion...
Continue. Let's dispense with the toys. I wish to fight without weapons. We'll use our bare hands.
You may not have the advantage of your strength. However, you may have your choice of weapons.
The Earthling will have his choice of weapons. The double-headed pole axe. The mobile spear tank cannon mobile. The shield and disintegrator robot. The atomic crossbow carrier. The mobile mace and the paralyzer.
I choose the mace. That's more like it.
Agreed. Take your friend to the ready room and prepare yourself for combat. How you feeling, lad?
Oh, my head. What happened?
You rammed the black robot.
You did well, lad. But I'm afraid we lost the bout.
Taurus, what about the next war? We haven't lost yet.
Taurus is going to fight the next war with mace and shield.
Aye, this is one party I wouldn't miss for anything.
I should be fighting.
No, lad. You're in no condition.
Warriors, man your machines.
Okay, old bull. Go get him.
The gladiators will take their positions on the starting lines. This contest will be a fight to the finish. The war will be over only when one of the gladiators is unable to continue. Be ready. The battle will begin at the signal from the leader.
Let the war begin.
Once again, Zokar must vanquish an Earthling. Now that he is warmed up, this should prove to be a simple task. The mace is most effective for close fighting. Make it quick, Zokar.
Scott, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, Chris. Taurus didn't come by his name accidentally. Watch him.
Watch how quickly Zokar finds the range. This is it, citizens. Hold on to your helmets. Zokar will now make his move. Observe, citizens, how Zokar feints the Earthling out of position.
Scott, this is brutal.
I think Taurus could handle it. They're turning around.
The last three battles fought with the mobile mace found Zokar an angry, vicious gladiator. This afternoon, he is the same. Watch, citizens, as our wonderful hero approaches for the slaughter. Goodbye, foolish Earthling. Take him, Zokar, now!
Taurus! He's been hit!
No, he's okay, Chris. Just lost his windshield.
The Earthling has lost his protective head guard. Just one more blow, Zokar!
Look out, you fool.
Get him, Zokar! Get him!
He did it, Scott. Taurus won.
The war is over. The White Gladiator is victorious.
We won this round, all right. I wonder what they have in store for us next.
This round is yours, but for the last and final round, we will have the choice of weapons. Disintegrating rays.
The next and final war will be fought with disintegrating rays and reflective shields. For the protection of spectators, the ray guns have a range of only 30 yards. The participants are restricted to the center section of the arena.
Disintegrators? They don't kid around, do they?
What strange-looking machines. What's the mirror for?
The mirror's for deflecting the disintegrator ray.
The control mechanism looks simple enough. I shouldn't have any trouble operating it.
No, Taurus. I'll take this bout. I've got an idea. If those mirrors can deflect the rays, I can see where they can be as lethal as the blasters. If I can just get my opponent in close enough. But if I should lose, you'll have to look after Crystal, Taurus.
The contestants will take their places in the fighting machines.
This is the deciding war. It is to be fought to the death.
There is to be no compromise. Do you understand?
I understand.
Agreed.
That's unfair. He's wearing a reflective suit.
I'm afraid we're still playing by their rules.
Take your positions on the battle line.
The contestants are in position. Begin the war. Zokar lowers his ray gun and fires what appears to be a simple test shot, merely sampling the Earth creature's courage. The Earthling is obviously afraid as he refuses to return Zokar's powerful rays.
Taurus, why doesn't Scott use his blaster?
He has to get the hang of the controls first, lass. Now watch this.
Oh, that was a low shot, easily deflected by Zokar.
Atta boy, lad. Now go get him.
Taurus, did you see that? He did that on purpose. He deliberately held out his ray gun and let it be blasted away.
That's right. And whatever plan he has in mind, I hope it works.
Taurus, look!
Watch it, lad! Watch it!
He did it! He won!
Good work, Skipper.
The cheers of my people testify you have conducted yourself with valor. The wars are over. You have won the prize. The beryllium asteroid is yours.
Thank you. And so long as you've lived up to your agreement, and if you join the Interplanetary Space Council, I'll see to it that your planet gets its share of the processed beryllium.
Where have you been, Scott? I've been worried about you.
We stopped off at Danthinia for a little sport.
Sport.
Port, he calls it.
We're returning to base now, Professor. We'll fill you in when we get there. Starduster out.
And so ends the story of the Gladiators. Don't miss the next exciting adventure of Space Angel.
Done, Star Cadets! The first phase of our mission was a rousing success! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment!
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our mission. Our intrepid explorer in time and space, Captain Zero, must ensure that history unfolds as it should when he sees a disruption in an important historical event. Stand by for action as Captain Zero saves the discovery of gold.
Captain Zero. Captain Zero. Research explorer in time and space. Somewhere in a remote, uncharted region of the planet called Earth stands the laboratory of Captain Zero. In this secret location, known only to a few in the outside world, Captain Zero and his associates experiment in time and space to learn from the past, to plan for the future.
Contact has been established. We now transmit you direct to the laboratory of Captain Zero. Please stand by.
Jet,
Yes, sir?
come here quickly.
What's up, Captain?
Watch.
Who is it, Captain?
That's James Marshall at Sutter's Mill in the Coloma Valley, California, on Monday, January 24th, in the year 1848.
By the heavens, I think it's gold. Oh! Eureka! I found it! Sutter's got to know about this. I better ride to the fort. There.
He must have found something. And I'm gonna find out what.
Captain, what's going on?
You've just seen the start of the biggest gold rush the world has ever known.
But who was that fellow watching Marshall?
I don't know. Stand by to move the time machine ahead 4 days to Sutter's Fort in Sacramento. We'll find out what happens when Marshall arrives.
Yes, sir. All set, sir.
Activate the cycle reactor. Good. Cut reactor and lock it. Stand by to reactivate the view screen.
Yes, sir.
There it is. Sutter's Fort on the Sacramento River.
Man, you suppose Marshall has arrived yet?
Stand by to refocus inside.
Yes, sir.
No sign of anyone yet. Wait a minute. There's John Sutter.
The man who built the fort?
Yes, but the fort is just a part of his California empire.
Empire? What do you mean?
7 years ago, in 1841, Sutter, a Swiss immigrant, obtained a land grant from Mexico. And with a lot of patience and hard work, he's transformed thousands of acres of wilderness into rich farm and cattle land. He employs hundreds of people. In fact, John Sutter was California's first empire builder.
But what do you suppose happened to Marshall?
Come in. Afternoon, sir. Can you spare a couple of minutes?
Sure, Ben. What's on your mind?
Here's the cargo list for the Amelia, sir.
Oh.
She's loaded and ready to head down the river for San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Ben. How long have you been working for me?
Exactly 1 year, sir.
That's what I thought. Just 1 year ago, I took this from you and told you you could live a useful life without it. You proved me right, Ben. I think you've grown up enough to carry it now. Here.
I don't want it, Mr. Sutter. That gun represents everything about my life I want to forget. When we first met, I knew nothing but the law of the gun. I used it for fighting, stealing, shooting up Indian pueblos. I even tried to shoot up your fort.
That's over now.
Yeah, but instead of tossing me into jail, you gave me a job. You gave me something useful to do. I'm grateful to you, sir, more than you know. No, sir, I don't want the gun.
You're smart, Ben, and a good worker. I've got big plans for you, but anytime you want that gun back, you know where it is.
Thanks, sir. I won't be needing.
Come in. Marshal, what are you doing here?
Not so loud. You want everybody in the place to hear?
What's the matter? Something wrong up at the mill?
No, but I gotta talk to you, John. Alone.
I'll leave, sir.
No. Whatever you've got to say, Ben can hear it.
But this is big, John.
Ben can hear it.
All right. Come here. I'm not sure this is the real stuff, John. We'll have to test it. But if it is, we're going to be the richest men on Earth.
Gold. Gold.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? Rich as kings. Beautiful yellow gold. What ails you, John?
Where'd you find it?
Up at the sawmill. 4 days ago, early in the morning, when I was testing the tail race. There it was in the sand, big as life. It's a miracle no one else saw it.
You sure no one did?
Positive. You're the first to know. The creek must be full of the stuff. The whole country, maybe. Well, what's the matter, John? I thought you'd be glad.
Huh.
But if this stuff is real, we're going to be rich.
No, Jim, if this is the real thing, I'm going to be ruined.
What? Are you mad?
Ruined, you understand? Everything I've built, ruined.
Easy, Mr. Sutter. You don't know if that is the real thing.
No. Ben, get the hammer from my tool chest. So you think gold will turn us into kings, huh? Well, you're wrong. If this proves to be gold, it means ruin. The finish of everything I've built. People swarming in from everywhere, trampling down the land, ruining the crops, driving off the cattle. Our own workers will desert us. Nothing will be left. Nothing.
I'll show you what Sutter means, Jet. Move the time machine ahead 1 year and watch. This is what Sutter is afraid of. Thousands of people rushing pell-mell for California with the hope of getting rich quick. Thousands of people pouring over his land in an endless stream, caring for nothing but gold. Some may find it, many more won't. Still they come. Horseback, covered wagon, and stagecoach. Towns springing up overnight, and everywhere, men searching for gold. Panning the streams alone. Or building sluice boxes like this rocker here, and working in teams. Sloughing off the sand and the gravel, then panning the residue for nuggets and flakes in their eager quest for the precious metal. Miners and prospectors from all over the world, digging and panning every foot of his land, and no way to stop them. Who cares about one man's crops or cattle when there's gold to be had? Gold. And the faster it can be washed out, the better. Hydraulic mining washes out the gold, but the land is reduced to unusable rubble. Sutter has reason to fear. Reactivate the time machine back to his office.
And how many will strike it rich? Very few. Then what'll they do? With no land, no crops, no cattle, no food, no work. And why? Because I will have been ruined. Understand? Ruined.
Flattened out.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
It bends without breaking, just as gold should.
It's got the weight for gold.
Must be real, huh, John?
There are other tests. We'll try them all. Go on to the apothecaries. Get some acid and scales. Hurry. Jim.
Yeah.
Don't breathe this to a soul. Understand? That goes for you too, Ben.
You can count on me, sir.
Don't worry, John. You can take my word for it. I won't talk. You can take my word for it. There ain't nobody knows about it but us three right here.
Good. Now get the acid and scales. Sam Brannan.
Afternoon, John. Jim?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to talk a bit.
Well, I'm busy right now, Sam. Drop by in an hour or so. Jim, get those things I ordered.
Wait a minute, John. I want to talk to you now.
What's the big idea, Brannan? Just because you own a newspaper down in San Francisco, you...
Star. First in town.
That still doesn't give you the right to snoop. Now get out.
What have you got in your hand, John?
Nothing. Get out.
But you have. And you're afraid. In all the years I've known you, John, I've never seen you afraid. And if it scares you, it's something big. Something important. Maybe important to all of us. Let's see, John.
Hold it, Brannan. Are you out of your mind?
Keep out of this, kid.
I think you better go. You can talk later after you've cooled down.
Keep your hands off of me.
Mr. Sutter doesn't want to talk to you.
Don't you threaten me. I knew you when you were a filthy little gun. You don't frighten me, Ben. I'll find out what he's hiding. What's this? Acid. And scales. Now, what would you want these for? Right now, I don't know, but I got a fair idea what it could be. And you're trying to keep it secret. Something real big, maybe. I'll find what it is. John, mark my words. I'll find out. And no cheap gunman's gonna stop me. Get out!
He knows we found something, all right.
What of it, John? Why all the secrecy? I don't see how gold could ruin you if it's on your own property.
I don't either, sir. You can stop people from coming onto your own land, can't you?
That's just it. I can't. I hold a Mexican land grant. The Mexicans are no longer in power. California has been won by the Americans. Soon it'll be a state. My grant won't be worth a continental. I wouldn't be able to keep a soul out, let alone thousands.
It don't stain. It don't tarnish. Wait, John. Wait. Look, it's heavy. Heavy as gold should be. We've got gold on our hands, John, and there's lots more where that come from. The fortune of a century.
For some people, maybe.
And I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be the biggest millionaire in the country.
Where are you going?
Back up to Coloma to dig for gold.
Look, Jim, I'm not even going to try to stop you. But don't tell anybody about this yet. I need a little time to think. Time to plan. I'll draw up a new lease covering the mineral rights, and I'll send it to the governor at Monterey for his approval. I'll double the wages of every worker I've got. For their own good, I'll try to keep them from running off.
You can count on me, John. I won't rope. When I'm a millionaire, maybe, then I'll open my mouth.
Remember, Jim, the welfare of hundreds of people is in your hands. Let this secret out, and their jobs will be ruined when people come pouring over my land.
You can count on me.
Good.
Sutter can't talk now. He's too busy.
No, well, he's gonna talk. I've been doing some figuring and listening. The rumors all over the fort. Marshal rides in when he's not expected. He's all excited. He comes straight to Sutter. Then he looks for acid and scales. What for? To test and to weigh. An ore of some kind.
That's enough.
I'm on the right track, ain't I? Now I'm gonna find out for certain. And no kid gunman's gonna stop me.
Let him be, Ben.
That's right, ain't it, John? You've been testing an ore.
Maybe.
What kind? Gold?
Maybe.
I knew it. Gold. Marshal found gold up at Coloma.
What if he had? What would you do about it?
I'd take the news to San Francisco. I'd spread it all over California. It's just what we need. We'll be a state someday, a great one. Gold and the people it'll bring will make it all the greater.
But you've got no proof that we've found gold, Sam. There are lots of minerals we could be testing for. All this talk of yours about wanting California to be a great place doesn't fool me. You want people to come in here because you want to trade with them and build a fortune. I know all about these different businesses of yours. That newspaper is just one of them. You want your hands in the gold, too. And you wouldn't stop at anything to ruin my land or anybody else's to get what you want.
Who's gonna stop me, John?
I am.
I told you once to keep out of this.
Are you? All right, you. Stop it, both of you.
So, I've got no proof, huh? There's gold in this country, John, and it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to everyone. Me, the people, everybody.
Give me that.
Stand back, you two, or I'll blow you to kingdom come. I'm going to San Francisco with this news, and neither you nor Ben can stop me. Step back. Back.
Sam, wait a minute. Listen to me. You know how hard I've worked to build this land up from the wilderness? Hundreds of people, white and Indian alike, depend on that land for their living. What do you suppose is going to happen to them when strangers take over? They'll starve, because everything that I've built will have been ruined. I need a little time, Sam. Time to draw up a new lease to protect my property and my workers. Wait a little. That's all I ask.
You talk good, John, but this news can't wait. The world's got to know about it. California needs the people it'll bring. I'm going to San Francisco as soon as I can pack. And don't anybody try to stop me.
Sam, wait! Sam!
The skunk?
Let him go, Ben. There's nothing we can do. We're licked.
Refocus to Brandon's room at the other end of the fort.
Gold in California. What a break. The news will spread like wildfire. People will come streaming in here from everywhere. Thousands. This is just what California needs. And it's what I need. Neither Sutter nor anybody else can stop me now.
Brannon, you're not going anywhere.
Put that thing away, you crazy kid.
You're not leaving, Brannon. I'll kill you first.
Jet!
Yes, sir?
Stand by to activate the materialization chamber.
Yes, sir.
Throw the switch.
Spectral wave condensers are opening. Turboid activity is increasing. Voltage is building up. Spark gaps are closing. It's transforming to electrical impulses and beginning to dematerialize. There he goes. He's gone.
You don't dare kill me. I got power in this country. You'd hang.
Look, Brannon, Sutter's worked hard to build up this country. He's given lots of people homes and jobs, me included. He just needs a little time, that's all. And you're going to give it to him.
You don't bluff me, Ben Clark. You don't dare shoot. Don't forget, Sutter trusts you.
You stop the gun, Ben. Ben.
I don't know what got into me.
Forget it. You didn't hit him.
I know, but I tried.
I'm sure it won't happen again.
What about Mr. Sutter? He'll be ruined.
Shooting Brannon wouldn't have helped. The news would have leaked out anyway. Already had. People are coming west, Ben. Thousands of them. And there's nothing either you or Sutter can do about it.
Ben! That gunshot. What happened?
It's an accident, Mr. Sutter. Just an accident. Nobody hurt.
Who in tarnation is that?
I don't know, Mr. Sutter. I don't know. But he's a right guy. A real right guy.
Okay, Jet. Take me back. Well, that's that.
But, Captain, what happened afterward? Did Sutter lose his land?
Yes. He did everything he could to save it, but there was no stopping the mad rush for gold. His men deserted him, just as he knew they would, and his land was completely overrun with miners and prospectors.
Golly.
Even though the great California gold rush was started by the discovery on his land, both John Sutter and James Marshall died without a penny. But they'll always be remembered for the great part they played in building California.
Great job, Star Cadets! The captain will debrief you in a moment when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns.
Mission accomplished, Star Cadets. You've all served with valor and honor. Space Angel, Captain Zero, and I, Captain Paxar, of the Interdimensional Peace Force salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.